Hey Super Souls, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to anyone who is returning. Welcome if you're new. Today we are asking, how is a past life affecting you now? This was a much requested reading. Thank you so much, all of you who've been letting me know what you are wanting me to read about here. You know, I really appreciate you putting those requests into the comments, because it means I can then do the readings that you are really wanting to hear and tune in with. So we're drawing 3 cards. I stopped moving the cards, shuffling, because I could see pile 1 coming through already. So we're going to draw 3 cards to assist you. We are asking, how is a past life affecting you now? And we're just going to see what shows up. How is a past life affecting you now? So we have pile 1, 2 and 3. We'll draw some runes and some charms as well. So pile 1, get your power back. Okay, this is the card for pile 1, get your power back. Wow, pretty dynamic card for pile 1. Pile 2, your vibration is rising. Okay, so this is the card for pile 2. Your vibration is rising. And pile 3, we have embrace this magical moment. Okay, so pile 3, how is a past life affecting you? Embrace this magical moment. If you're drawn to more than one, just trust your instinct. Sometimes these kinds of readings can apply to different areas of our lives, and so, you know, we are all often manifesting in different areas of our worlds all of the time, most of us in fact. So, you know, you might find one reading will apply to your working world, another could apply to your family situation or a partnership, any situation across the board. So beautiful souls, these are the 3 cards. Let's tune into a rune and a charm for each as well. So you have, for pile 1, you have breakthrough. Wow, and the tree of life. It's pretty huge. Okay, so pile 1, you have the rune of breakthrough. This is Degas, and you have the tree of life. Get back your power. Get your power back. Okay, so that's pile 1. Pile 2, you have Gibo. This is the rune of partnership. It's also the rune of gifts, and you have a dinosaur. I'm not actually sure what kind of dinosaur. I feel like it might be a Stegosaurus, but I might be really wrong. If you're very good at dinosaurs, please let us know in the comments. I have a feeling it is a vegetarian, you know. I could be wrong about that, but I think this is a vegetarian as dinosaurs go. Okay, your vibration is rising. Okay, and finally we have, okay, your rune is showing itself so easily. With embrace this magical moment, wow, your charm just literally flew out of the bag. You have, it's either a swift or a swallow. And you have the rune of signals. This is Anzus. Okay, let me pop those there. I will leave the video running just for a few moments for anyone that wants a little bit more time. And you can always press the pause button. Beautiful souls, thank you so much for being here. It is such an honor to read for you all. I hope that you are all doing amazingly. My wonderful Moon Magic Super Souls, I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Hey pile 1, welcome to your reading. Now this is dynamic. This is seriously dynamic. Get your power back. You have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine, so take back your power. We have a breakthrough rune here, Degas. This is really interesting because this is sometimes like an about turn. So the tree of life as well. I feel there is a situation of real significance around you where you are needing to take a real ownership of who you are and what is right probably for you ultimately. Maybe you're taking a stand for others as well. I don't know. We need clarification here. Do you know, I feel like I want to place this tree of life almost like an amulet around her neck. This is what I'm feeling. And look at the power here of this wand that she has here, this with these crystals and this beautiful crystal ball. I mean, wow. Let's draw from the Akashic Tarot first. What are we being shown here? Where is the past life coming in here? So we have Archangel Raphael in reverse. Okay. You were silenced before in a past life, I'm hearing. Literally silenced. You couldn't have a voice. You couldn't communicate. You weren't allowed to communicate. Communication was, there was zero tolerance to anything that would have allowed you to have a voice. Initiation and the Count Saint-Germain. Right. I suspect you were not only silenced, but you were probably a leader, some kind of a spiritual leader. You actually were already, you probably are already working with the Ascended Masters, but I think you probably had a following, and you may well have been silenced, persecuted, because you were a leader, because you had people who followed you, people who believed in you. I think you have stood up for a cause. I said right at the start, maybe you need to have a voice to stand up for what's right for you, or you may be fighting a cause for others. If you are, either way, but if you are fighting a cause for others, you've done this in a past life. You've fought for others before. I'm seeing these cards and also this one. Okay. Right, okay, so we have two worlds. Yes, two worlds are colliding here. And we have the King of Scrolls. Interesting, it's in reverse. Okay. Okay. Right, it's time for history for something that that was written before, like a story that was written before. It's now time for it to change. This is why it's in reverse. It's time to rewrite that pathway, that story, that chapter. Okay. You were absolutely silenced. You weren't able to communicate. You have been a leader. Now you have worked I was going to say you've worked really hard. Of course you have. This is a level of karmic work going on here. But this is two worlds are colliding. This is what's happening here. It's as if you're feeling almost like in the very, you know when you get that saying, isn't it? Like, I feel it in my bones. I feel like you probably have this feeling in your bones. Almost you go to speak and you can't. Like you feel choked, or you feel stationary, stumped, so you freeze almost. Okay, this is because of your past circumstances, your past life. Not only did you not have a voice, people really respected you, people looked up to you, but you were silenced for some of you. Now this is a general reading, so obviously the messages that come through, you need to hear them. You'll know if it's right for you, they will resonate. For others, you were in a life of service, you know, where really you were either paid a pittance or nothing at all. And again, you had no voice. It was like abundance was a dream. Abundance belonged to other people, not to you. Now it's time to rewrite this story. This could also, for some of you, be literally in more than one, we could be looking at more than one life. Okay, the essence of what you're processing is pure and simple. It's about your own empowerment, having a voice and taking back your power. And what's kicking in, the two worlds colliding, are because it's like this is new to you. It feels scary, and it's not just scary. It's like it feels like it almost like your very life would be in danger if you dare to stand up for yourself. That is not the case. That's how it was written. It's not how it's written now. Yeah, look at this super lovely card. Four of Scrolls, the Karmic Trench in reverse. I am loving this. Now, in the upright position, this is about you digging yourself a very deep hole karmically and repeating patterns. When it's in reverse, it says this is over. Right, you don't need to dig this, you don't need to dig that hole. You're ready to climb out of the karmic trench. That pattern no longer needs to be repeated. What else are we shown here, please? May we have further guidance? some clarification. Transits, climate. Right, the timing is really right for this. That's what I'm seeing. The timing is really right for this to progress. Esther, hearth, and I was seeing this one at the top too, Scorpio, investigate. Okay, so for some of you, the situation around you may connect to your home life. That will not be for all, but it may connect to your home life. Though what I'm seeing here is karmically, you've probably also grown up in a family where you didn't have a voice. So we've got the past life connections, but you've almost entered a family in which, or a home environment in which you felt quite caged in. You didn't feel that you had a voice as a little person. Your voice, or people tried to extinguish your brightness, your light. Now, this is a time to now really investigate with Scorpio, to rebirth, to transform. I think what they're really saying to you is, you know, I don't think things are as they seem. There's a sting in the tail here, I'm hearing as well. There's a sting in the tail, but the timing is right. What are we going to see emerge from this? Let's draw some... Oh no, actually I was about to pick up another oracle pack and the card right on the top just moved. So I'm just going to go with it. Ground your light, let your soul shine. No wonder it was emerging. Is there another card from this pack to be shown as well? Yes. Dark night of the soul, life brings new meaning. Okay. So the circumstance around you is almost like happening in order to create this pivotal moment of rebirth. Things are not as they used to be, but I think genetically and like in your bones, you've had so many experiences of sort of basically can't, not having a voice, that this is why it's feeling so enormous for you, including, I think, your early life within your current lifetime. But it's time to rewrite that story. Let's draw tarot cards. What can pile one do about this? Let's inquire. Let's see this situation as a real dark night of the soul. What can pile one do about this? Right, the Chariot. Okay, you can move this forwards, okay? You can move this forwards, and I'm hearing without fear. The Chariot is in many ways about moving something forwards. It's a shift in the energy. It's the timing is right. I love here that we see this wreath here. It always reminds me of like the getting an Olympic medal, the wreath symbol. You're going to be a winner here with the Chariot. This is truly, honestly, not as difficult as you think it's going to be. Okay. Yeah. We have the Two of Cups as well. And we see the symbol of the caduceus. Yeah, absolutely. Truly, honestly, your reading is just saying, have courage. Have courage here. Let your light shine. Let your soul shine. Ground your light. I think some of you have sort of retreated a bit. It's a very womb-like position here. You've retreated a bit because sort of like to try and work out what to do. And that's fair enough. Can we inquire, perhaps, I mean, I can see everything here is just saying have courage, have faith. You know, this is going to resolve itself. This is literally a turning point in history where you can have a voice. Have courage and don't be afraid to speak out. So we have then, beautiful, the Six of Swords. Yeah. Now there are ways of saying things. There will be ways to say things, okay? There are ways of voicing things. We'll draw more about that. King of Wands, again, have the courage of your convictions. It's like with the King of Wands, you know, this crow has mastered the energy of the lion. The lion could just snap the crow up and kind of eat him for breakfast. And actually, it's because the crow is masterful about how he goes about his power, his business, that the lion is tamed. I'm hearing two messages. You can tame the lion within you, that the fear, and you find your courage from within. So you can do that also, but you are going to be able to say something in such a way that it will be heard. That's what I'm hearing most definitely here. You can say something in a way that means it will most definitely be heard. May we have additional information, guidance. The teeth, how interesting. Oh, there's two cards here. You have the teeth and the yellow angel trumpet. Yes, I'm hearing like trumpeters. The yellow angel trumpet is actually, this plant is strictly speaking poisonous. It's hallucinogenic. The teeth, it's very interesting. If you have dreams when your teeth are falling out, it means you are in a situation, or I mean, dreams are dreams. I digress, but let me just voice that everything in your dreams, there are often sort of consistent meanings that show up with certain things in dreams. I've been working with dreams for a long time, many years. And obviously with a dream, you always need to look at the individual person's circumstances. But what I will say is when teeth show up in a dream, if they are falling out, it often means that we are feeling impotent or disempowered. And when we grow teeth in our dreams, we are finding our courage. Okay. So, what else may we ask? Let's get very specific. So we know how a past life is affecting you. Can I ask about the situation? Maybe a little bit more clarity about the actual situation. The threshold and the sky. Right, you need to be, you know what it's the blue sky thinking. Now, for some of you, this is a scenario that does affect your home and your family, or it's affected by your home and your family. So maybe you don't feel you have a voice within your home and your family settings. But there's blue sky thinking is needed. There are going to be ways of you saying what you need to say, and in the right way. For some of you, this looks more like a work environment. What I'm seeing largely, this feels as though it is either home, family, friendship groups, or a working environment. I'm not necessarily seeing intimacy showing up here as such. I'm not saying that that couldn't be for some of you, but largely this feels like you don't have a voice in either a work setting, a friendship group or community, or indeed your home. What else are we shown here? May we have additional guidance? Let's draw another tarot pack here. So, out of the box thinking. You're simply feeling disempowered. Well, simply you are. We know that you'll find a way to find a voice. Can we ask, is there an indication as to what might be said or how it might be said for my pile one? The Lovers. Okay, so this is about explaining choices. Okay, this is about explaining choices, explaining that there is the potential for new beginnings. Okay, the person that you're talking to may not actually want to listen to you. I have to just say it. Excuse my giggle. You know, I'm seeing this talk to the hand. You know, talk to the hand. I'm just not listening. You know, whatever. Okay. What do you know? What this is actually showing me is some of you will receive a really positive outcome. Okay. Some of you will get a really positive outcome. Well, you're going to get a positive outcome anyway. Take back your power. Some of you are going to receive a really positive outcome where you can talk to somebody and they're going to sort of enter a space of possibility, or they're going to see that there will be a way through this. But for others, they're not really listening. But I think you sort of need to do this. This is really interesting. I think you need to do it to know that you tried. Because otherwise, I think that's partly what's disempowering you. Because at the moment, you're not doing anything. At the moment, you're feeling like you can't have a voice. And this is where the past life is coming in. Because you've experienced that so frequently, it's almost like you're like, well, I can't do anything about this. Actually, you can. By having a voice, you're testing the waters. And even if the person or the relevant people can't listen to you or can't hear you or choose not to hear you, it opens up your choices. And for sure it's disappointing, but it's empowering, because you know you've done what you need to do. You know that you've had a voice, you've tried. If they're not willing, you're no longer tied to remain in a situation. You can make choices accordingly. At the moment, you're just sitting there thinking, I can't do anything, this isn't good, this is awful for some of you. Actually, by having a voice and initiating a conversation, even if it goes nowhere, doesn't really matter almost. The principle is that you've had the voice, and you can then think, right, okay, I've tried to move this forwards, I can't do anything, and therefore I will now make choices accordingly. So it empowers you, whereas at the moment, without testing the waters, it's like there's an unknown quantity. It's almost as though you're holding yourself to ransom by not having a voice, okay? And that's, of course, how it was before. You had no voice. Judgment, yeah, you can make choices and decisions accordingly. You empower yourself simply by checking something out, by testing something out. You empower yourself. It means that you know the lay of the land, and even if it's seriously disappointing, do you know what? There you are. It may be seriously disappointing, but hey, you can now make choices and decisions, because this is the reality of the circumstances. Right, let's now check this out. Where is this going? Okay, right, I'm seeing you move from a place of almost like indecision to a place where you are now empowered. You can now move something forwards. You can make choices and decisions. And yes, I think the honest truth is you will be faced with a decision to make. But that's cool, because it's better than sitting there feeling like you have no choices, you have no decisions, you're not empowered. Actually, you are. You can look around. Let's say this is a work colleague who's making your life hell, they're not pulling your weight. You can talk to them. If it goes nowhere, you can now decide what you want to do. Are you going to talk to a manager? Are you going to look for other jobs? You can now empower yourself and decide what you want to do. We have the Nine of Pentacles, and that, yeah, I've got a real feeling of like self-satisfaction here, because you've climbed out of the karmic trench. You're not stuck in that place anymore. This is it. You are no longer stuck, and you can change the wheel. The turning of something will shift and change. May we have one more card, please, just as sort of like an indication of the outcome. Well, you've got two. Okay, there we are. Okay, super nice. We've got the Three of Pentacles. So this is about kind of, again, there's a choosing where to invest your energy and something moving forwards in real ways. But look at the outcome ultimately. You have the Six of Cups. Isn't that beautiful? I think for some of you, you know, you'll start to make choices, and I think that there will be a comeback where someone comes back and apologizes after the event, you know, or says, no, I don't want you to leave, you know, we do want you to stay. Like, let's say you decided to change your job. You know, like eating humble pie. It's almost like the circumstances around you assume you won't have a voice, and therefore they're working on that assumption, and you've been sitting in that zone. But as soon as you have a voice, or maybe just because you've never had one, there's no expectation that you will. As soon as you have your voice, everything is going to turn, and people will see you differently. You're either going to move to a situation where you are truly valued and respected, or in your current situation, there'll be a significant turnaround, and someone will come back and say, do you know what, I'm so sorry. You know, I really didn't think you would ever, you know, or whatever. They may not say, I didn't think you'd ever move on or whatever, but I just feel basically it will right itself. And this is so clear in your reading. So clear. This is all about having a voice, and you've had lifetimes where you didn't, including, I think, childhood in this life as well, which is why, you know, you're primed. But this is part of your karmic journey in this lifetime, and this will be very significant for you. It really will. Pile one. I'm actually loving your reading, even though I'm so sorry that you're really in that zone of, you know, how tough this is. You know, that dark night of the soul is in no uncertain terms a biggie. But my beautiful souls, this is a karmic turning point for you. Pile 1, if this is resonating with you, this is your reading, you know, do like, share, subscribe. Thank you for being here. It's such an honor to read for you. And thank you for those of you who make suggestions for readings in the comments. Thank you for all who give back through the super thanks in the comments. This is a timeless reading. I post timeless readings, usually a couple every week. Well, in fact, usually 3. I post always on Sundays for weekly guidance. Do check out the extra readings if that is appealing to you or this has resonated. Pile 1, sending you the biggest hug ever. I wish you well. I wish you all the courage in the world. I am seeing such a turnaround here. So truly, honestly, this is like laying generations and lives to rest in the most positive way. I'm sending you so much love. Hey Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Your vibration is rising. So this is a time of great spiritual growth for you. You are evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. You're rising. Now Gibo is a rune of gifts, partnership as well. So this could be connected to partnership, whether it's business or relationship, intimate rather, but this is a gift. I also think that maybe you are coming into partnership with your own gifts, your purpose, your calling, your vibration is rising. Do you know what I'm really hearing with the dinosaur as well? Dinosaurs have been extinct. I feel you are bringing something back actually here, maybe some knowledge, some wisdom. I'm kind of hearing Egyptian actually that's coming through. If any of you have connections to being like an Egyptian, either, I'm trying to think what the names would be. It could be a pharaoh, but not necessarily a pharaoh. But Egyptians were unbelievably wise. They had sacred knowledge, and the pyramids are all built around sacred geometry. I feel like there's some connection. You could have been somebody of great learning, of great wisdom then, and as if you're bringing the same messages, energies, stories, information back into the world now at a time when it's needed. May we please ask for guidance? We're asking, how is a past life affecting you now? How is a past life affecting Pile 2 now? Okay, so we have the 6 of keys in crescent moon, and it was in the reverse position. Okay. We also have the 5 of roses, the garden. Okay. And we have Archangel Michael. Wow. Okay. Wow, wow, wow. I think your working world may change course or change direction. You're going to flourish. If you're finding that there's any upheaval in your life at the moment, the upheaval is because something different is coming to you. There's going to be a change of direction in something. What you thought was, let's say your calling as such, but what you thought was your working direction, something else is going to emerge. Because your vibration is rising, something is coming to you. You're bringing, I do feel you're bringing something back that was gifted to you before. Absolutely, initiation in the Count Saint Germain. I think you are rising to a position of leadership. You're going to be guiding others or bringing something that becomes a guiding light for others. So your past life that's affecting you right now is connected to you carrying knowledge from the past, sacred knowledge, sacred awareness, higher vibration. Maybe you were a medicine man or woman as well. Some of you could have been very learned astrologers in the past. Perhaps you're coming back into that realm now. Don't give up on love. A relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. How interesting, because Gibo is the rune of partnership. Now, I saw this as being primarily the gifts, bringing gifts forth. I think some of you may also help people not give up. The gifts that you are bringing forth Perhaps it's the divine feminine. I mean, we have been living in a very masculine orientated culture. The world has been dominated by masculine orientated cultures for a long time. Perhaps you will be enabling people not to give up, to be healed, assisting people to come together. May we ask for additional guidance? What are these gifts that are coming through, that are being brought forward? Deeper insights are at hand. Now, the card says your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect before moving forwards. I do think that your world is changing. It's taking a turn. It's changing in direction, or indeed something you're working on will take hold. Something that hasn't been emerging will take hold. It will take its footing and it will move forwards. It leads you to a place of leadership where you are leading or guiding others. Archangel Michael coming through. Again, Archangel Michael is with you now. Even though you can't see it, he says, I am actively working on this situation. I am here and helping you. So you're able to bring in a different layer of knowledge, of information to something. I feel that your past life that's affecting you now is to do with activating your purpose in this current lifetime. We have additional guidance, please. Retrograde, yeah, you see, again, we've got deeper insights, reflection, review. But this is, again, you bringing information. I do feel ancient wisdom is going to come through you. Knowledge of the old ways, things that have been done before that we may perceive as being new, but actually this is ancient wisdom. And it will come through you. Passion. It will be your calling. It will be your purpose. Okay, you have hidden realms, create conscious awareness. Absolutely, you're bringing things forth. And then channel your knowledge. Absolutely, this is so clear. This is so clear. The past lives that you've had, you have been working with the ascended masters. You may have been working with astrology, you may have been working with herbal medicine, but you've been working in the past. I'm seeing the crescent moon card in the reverses also. This is, you've worked in the past on certain projects, certain big awareness of knowledge, the old ways. You've been a shaman or a medicine man or an astrologer or an archaeologist or someone. The pharaohs are coming through to me again, coming through again. It's you've had real experiences in more than one lifetime, whereby you are now here to bring that knowledge forth, to bring things out of the hidden realms and into conscious awareness. Now, it may also be that someone comes in to assist you. I'm going to ask for additional guidance here. It may also be that someone comes in to assist you. Let's draw some tarot cards. So let's ask for clarity here, first of all. Around the don't give up on love, is someone coming in here to assist pile 2, to assist them? Is there going to be some form of partnership? Is that what we're shown with this rune? We have the Fool and the Queen of Swords. Okay, I'm seeing you rising. Yeah, maybe somebody is prepared to back you, okay, with the Fool, or get behind you on this. This is about taking risks. Somebody's prepared to risk backing you, putting money on the table, backing your project, because they see that you're reviving something, like the dinosaurs, bringing it out of extinction. You are bringing knowledge forth, and what you know and what you have has come from past life experiences. So yeah, you may well be, although I think you will be assisting people massively. You're bringing ancient knowledge forth. It's as simple as that. May we ask for further guidance as to how this might emerge? You have the 9 of Wands. Okay. We have the Knight of Swords and we have the Page of Wands. Okay, how interesting. What I want to say is, at the early stages of this, and this may well be where you are now, you may already know something of your gifts. I want to say that they're not necessarily universally acknowledged. But keep going, go with this anyway, channel your knowledge. There are thousands, millions of people who are interested in knowledge that is channeled, but you're also going to meet millions of people, only if you're in the public eye, but you'll know what I mean. It's a mixed bag. And I mean, I can talk to you about this. I have, even in reading cards, I meet people who look at me like I'm, you know, I've just grown a pair of horns or something. And yet other people, of course, like yourselves, in following these readings, are passionately involved in the way that this works. So we have different experiences of different responses from people. And what I see in your reading is that not everybody will initially be behind you. But you know what? There are more behind you than there are against you, as it were, or more who wish to believe in you than don't. And I do think you could potentially get the backing of someone. So very important to hold your clarity of mindset and your direction. This will move forwards. I think it's in its early stages. Your vibration is rising. And we see children here in the Five of Roses. I think this is in its early stages of development. There's something that you're working on, or even just that your gifts are coming to you. They are at their early stages of development, but do you know what? You feel passionate about this, and when you're doing it, or you're working with it, or you're involved in it, you just know in every cell of your body that this is right for you. You're bringing stuff forth that you have known before. Let's get further clarity, please. Can we have clarity about this? The Lone Cypress. You may be feeling a little bit, from time to time, a little bit isolated. At the start of this point, where you are now, I suppose, you may be feeling a bit isolated, a bit like, you know, I think you know that there are people out there who are interested and passionate about what you want to bring forth, but you may also be feeling a little bit isolated. It kind of comes with the territory a little bit when you are prepared to step into doing something that some people, let's say it's not entirely mainstream in our current culture. The Teeth. How interesting, this card came out in pile 1. I was just saying, in pile 1, when teeth come out in our dreams, if we're losing teeth, it means we feel disempowered, you know, perhaps impotent even. If we are growing teeth, it means we're finding the courage. Your card is, I'm seeing teeth in a row here. And the ancient wisdom, of course, the genetic wisdom that sits, teeth carry a genetic imprint. When you think about how, and when we pass away, our ancestors, you know, the bones remain, the teeth remain. Your ancestors are, you are bringing forth knowledge from the ancestors. The ancestors walk with you. That's what I'm seeing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How interesting. 6 teeth being shown. 6 is a card of success in the tarot. The shells. Again, this is wisdom of the earth. Ancient wisdom. Shells are, we find them buried, don't we? We find them buried, and they can be fossilized, and which we have dinosaurs are also fossilized. If any of you are involved in archaeology, you may actually find that you make some profound discoveries that really bring to light a very different archaeological perspective on something. And again, you might find some traditional archaeologists would not be as interested in your perspectives because they're quite fixed in their ways. But hold fire, because keep going, because you know, what you are bringing forth for our current in our current environment is new, not relatively new. It's ancient knowledge, it's ancient wisdom, but what you're bringing forth is very, very, very relevant to now. The Cave, absolutely. You're going to kind of almost like bring something out of the cave. I think you might find that you do from time to time need to sit alone, to gestate, to process your experiences, but you're not alone. You are being guided. Your ancestors are walking with you. This knowledge needs to come to light, and it needs to come to light now. It's really, really important. It will be a gift. You know, you are a gift to humanity, and your gifts are a gift to humanity. We have the jellyfish and the declaration. How interesting. Now, this is really fascinating. It says in this card, the declaration, it says, I am magic. And look at the people standing in the entrance of a cave again. You're going to bring something forth that will really benefit people. I learned not that long ago, actually, that the way that flint is made, excuse me while I lean over your reading, but I have a couple of pieces of flint here. So this is a natural piece of flint that formed in a heart, and this is another piece of flint. I have discovered that flint was formed through shellfish. When the shells fall to the ground after they pass away, and they fossilize, or they break down, and in principle they would make chalk, which is interesting. I also happen to have chalk here. I feel like I'm bringing forth all these amazing stones that I have, but it seems so relevant to your reading, including an ammonite fossil. I seem to have everything to hand to support your reading in real terms, which is curious because I don't always have all of these stones in front of me. But flint is known as a talisman. Flint is actually formed, it's to do with the breaking down of shellfish and jellyfish. When jellyfish pass away and sink to the bottom, because they have this, I suppose, the black stuff that they secrete, it's that stuff connecting with the shells that creates, it creates some sort of chemical reaction. And that's what actually creates flint, because you get flint in chalky areas. And so all these fossils and bits, but it seems really relevant. There's something transformational. There's some magic that you're going to bring that will transform people's perspectives on something, bringing the old ways forth, and you're doing it. It's your calling. It's like bringing something that was extinct, but people will see it in a current light. I think what you're doing or going to be doing is amazing. It's probably in its early infancy, and I think you'll make it relevant to the times as we are moving through these periods of accelerated growth, my beautiful pile 2. But this is what your past lives have been contributing to. It's the learning from past lives that have given you the inherent knowledge. It's like it's just waking up in you. You'll just know. You know something. You don't need to go read it in a book, because the book doesn't exist yet, probably because you haven't written it. May we just see how this will emerge, please, for my pile 2. Yeah, you will have an influence on the future with the 3 of Wands. You're going to make a difference in terms of how humanity navigates the future. You'll help people to let go of something, perspectives that didn't work for them. You'll help people to move into a state of love with the lovers. Something you are doing is monumentally transformational. It will help people to leave behind things that no longer serve them, or perspectives that no longer serve them, to find a different future, to make a different future. We have the 9 of Pentacles. We have the 2 of Pentacles. I suspect within the context of your life, we have the 3 of Swords. You will earn a living from this as well. And I do think somehow that there's some form of conflict or disagreement, or people who have different ways of seeing things. This will be, the energy here will resonate uniquely for you, because your calling will be so unique to you. But it's like you have this, if we look at the accelerated growth and transition, you know, humanity is at a tipping point, our planet is at a tipping point. All of you, my beautiful pile 2s, have lived past lives that have brought you to a point where you can now bring this forth. At this pivotal time of profound transformation, your contribution is essential. Each of you are a piece of a gigantic jigsaw puzzle, and when you all step into those gifts, that jigsaw puzzle comes together. It will resolve conflict. It will fix things that have been broken. I do think you're probably going to earn a living at it as well, if I'm honest. That seems to be showing up. Either way, this is so rewarding. This is so rewarding. Maybe we see perhaps just another card. And here we have the Knight of Cups. You're going to love this. You're going to love it. I also think, most importantly, you'll receive recognition. And that feels really important. You know, I said I think you'll earn a living from this. You'll certainly get what you desire and what you need from this in a practical way. But, you know, most importantly, and I think it's really important, I feel like you will get the recognition you deserve for your contribution. It's like getting an award or having a ceremony, or where even if at the beginning, which I think is where you are now, it all feels like there'll be tons of people who do support you, but tons that don't, or think, you know, like I said, people look at me and think I've grown a pair of horns because I read cards. It depends who I'm talking to, obviously not with you amazing people. But you'll get the recognition for this, and that feels really important, because I think the recognition helps other people to give validity and credibility to different ways of doing things. And I do feel this is your calling and purpose. Pile 2, this is your reading. How amazing. How amazing. And I see that it could feel like you're a little bit isolated with what you're doing at the early beginnings, which I think are also around, but this will happen. And just sit in where you are, because your vibration is rising. This is why you came here. Pile 2, thank you for joining me for this reading. I feel very honoured to be reading for you, really, truly. Beautiful souls, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. If you'd like to be in my monthly prize draw, because I am moving this year towards giving away more physical products. I have a pack of oracle cards and moon diaries and moon journals, but I will be bringing some more cards into the world and more books into the world this year. So if you'd like to be in my prize draw to potentially win some of those, it's a subscriber offer. If you add yourself to my subscriber email list, that is in the description below. And I announce the winners here on YouTube once a month. And my beautiful souls, I'm just so honoured to be reading for you. This is your calling, it's your life's purpose. So way to go, big respect to you, tons of love. You're going to get the recognition. You're part of the monumental phase of evolutionary growth, accelerated growth that we are currently undergoing here on this planet. And it's an honour to be connected with you. And yeah, what more can I say, Pile 2? Tons of love. And if this has resonated with you, or you enjoy my readings, I really look forward to maybe seeing you for another reading really soon, if that is kind of working for you, and we'll float your boat. Tons of love, Pile 2. Hey, Pile 3, welcome to your reading. So we are asking, how is a past life affecting you now? I firstly need to say, I feel like something is coming to you. You're in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. Allow your wishes to be fulfilled. I actually feel like you are about to receive like the good karma from past lives where maybe you've either gone without, or something that you really wanted couldn't come to fruition. I feel like there is a karmic payback, but in the highest possible way. Embrace this magical moment. The rune of signals, signs, synchronicities. It's like the timing is really right here. And with the swift or the swallow, I feel it's coming now. That's what I feel like. So if there's something you're really desiring that hasn't emerged, I feel like you are in the most energetically extraordinary position to receive something that you want. But let's ask for more information about these past lives. How is a past life affecting my Pile 3 right now? May I please ask, how is a past life affecting Pile 3? That's not feeling right. I'm putting that back in. If it is, it will come through for us. May I ask, okay, how is a past life affecting my Pile 3 right now? I'm going to take all of those actually. Okay, so the first card that's shown itself is Caught in the Ruins, but it's come out in reverse. So whereas you have absolutely, I think you have endured, maybe also in this lifetime, you may have had some stuff that was a real endurance test, but I actually see, particularly in these historic ruins, you've previously not had something that's now coming to you. Literally, I think you were probably imprisoned, had everything taken away from you. But that's over. What else are we shown here? We have the Oracle of Delphi, so we're talking signs, signals, synchronicities. It's almost like with the scroll here, the scroll bearer, it's almost like you can, this has been written, it's been prescribed, it's been decided. We've got the card of the One of Scrolls, which is on track. So something you've been waiting for is now coming in. Something that has been decreed. That's the word I was looking for. Something that has been decreed is now coming to you. It's like you've waited. Yeah, decreed. We have the card of the scribe as well. So something that was decreed, you waited for it. It's now going to come to fruition. Something you've been waiting for. You have the scribe and also the Queen of Scrolls, which is really interesting. Then we have the initiation of the Count Saint Germain. Now this has come up in all three readings, which is really interesting. It shows that level of past life connection, higher guidance coming through here. Okay, the scribe and the Queen of Scrolls. I do feel this has been written. Something that has been written, it does feel like a decree. It is finally yours, finally going to be yours, and it's going to happen quickly and swiftly. Now, initiation and the Count Saint Germain. What is this card speaking to you, my pile threes? Because it's had a voice, a different voice in each of the readings. Yes, you're finally transforming. You're being guided with signs, synchronicities, signals. You're being guided. Now, there will literally be signposts shown to you. Let's get some more information. We have more information. Signs, what kind of signs and signals should pile 3 be looking for? Right, let it go. Okay, so this situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so you can embrace the future. Okay, so there's something going on around you that is no longer relevant to you. Your prayers are being answered. Your prayers are being received by the divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. Okay. I'm hearing, and I just keep hearing it, there's something better. Okay, there's something better. So maybe you have been compromising or accepting less than you ought to accept, and you're needing to let go of something because something is coming in that is it's been decreed that you deserve something. Maybe you thought you had found something that was just right for you and it's turned out not to be as good. And you're being directed to move on to something, to get on a new train. It's taking you to a place of harvest. This has been, there's destiny and divine guidance. Literally, something has been decreed. It's like you entered into an agreement in a past life where you accepted something, a bond or an agreement. It reminds me of, like, maybe you were a monk or you entered I don't know, like an order of silence or an order of solitariness, and by choice, you know, but it meant that you relinquished family connections with others, and it was decreed. Part of the deal was that you did that then, so that in this lifetime you could come back and then have all of those connections that you wanted. Something, you're in the perfect space now, but something has to be let go of. It's very interesting because I think there's something in your current life or someone, a situation or someone, that has a residue of keeping you in a slightly more isolated place, and it's needing to let go of that. It could even be a mindset within you that's still affecting you, that you've sort of carried it. It's almost like, well, I've made this bond, I've made this bond, I can't be a spiritual person and have this as well. Well, you can. Your prayers are being answered. Answers will come soon, though perhaps not in forms that you expect. What else are we shown here? We have Mars motion, 4th house home. So things are going to shift and move forwards. Now, if any of you are in a circumstance at home or you're wanting to, perhaps you're wanting to move house or relocate, or maybe you're wanting to leave home, or you're in a current setting around you that is feeling like it's not right for you, the answers will come, but not necessarily in the way that you think. But this is going to move forwards, and it's going to move forwards quite quickly. I see this card too, Chiron, heal, and we have a snake of transformation. Okay, what else have we shown here? May we have further guidance, clarification around pile 3 circumstances. Living light energy, see the beauty in life. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, and I'm hearing there's something better coming through here again. There's something better for you. I feel like you've slightly settled for less, or you're in a situation, or there's something around you and you think it could be the right thing, but actually there's much better coming. So there's something around you that needs to be let go of, because you're being taken to something much bigger, much better, much more purposeful for you. Can we have additional guidance around what is more purposeful? This has come out in every pile as well, the teeth. This is about empowerment. What is it showing us for pile 3? May we have additional guidance. So what is pile 3 leaving behind or letting go of? What is pile 3 letting go of? May we ask that first. May we have clarity. The lost sock. Okay. May we ask for additional guidance. What is pile 3 letting go of? What is being let go of? It's something that doesn't fit you anymore. The shells. This came out in pile 2 as well. I'm hearing the lost and found. Okay, and then we have the cave. This came out. How fascinating. I mean, I put all these cards way back into this pile in different places. If you're drawn at all to pile 2, it may be worthy of you checking it out, because 3 of these cards came out in pile 2. So you've got the lost sock, and I'm hearing the lost and found with this on track in the station. I feel like you've been waiting for something. You've waiting in the waiting room for the right timing. And the timing is now. This is going to move forwards quickly. And we often find shells on the beach, don't we? It's something that we find lost and found, like the wrong shoe on the wrong foot, or the... I actually feel like this is something you've been searching for that's about to come to you. Look at it flying in. Now, this could be a person. It could be a circumstance. It could be a group of people. It could be like finding the people that you resonate, the family you choose rather than the family you're born to. It could be the perfect job. It could be the perfect person to assist you with your work. It could be the perfect partner. Whatever it is you are searching for, and it's going to be swift, it's going to happen fast. Just align your energy with the highest resonance of magic, because you are primed to receive it. You do need, however, to let go of something that is an energetic connection to the past. So whether you're letting go of the past life perspectives of having to be of service, or not allowing yourself to receive, I feel like you've gone without in the past lives. So living a life of service once meant that you had to go without. It doesn't mean that anymore. Now, in this day and age, living a life of service can mean a life of incredible abundance. The more you have, the more you can do, the more you can share. So it may be some of you are letting go of an inner attitude that's come from those past lives. But it's like this is the time when it all comes back to you. Let's draw tarot cards. How is this emerging for my pile 3? So we have the 3 of Wands. Yeah, you're crossing a bridge here. I think there is an element of mindset here. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles. So if there's anything within you that says, I can't have, it's time to put that down in no uncertain terms. Let go of it, release it. Now, whether that is partnership, whether it's money, whether it's abundance in any area of your life, if there is any residue of anything in your world, any circumstances where it felt like you were the odd one out, it's time to relinquish and let go of all of that. Yeah, look at this. We have the 7 of Swords, and then we have the 10 of Wands. Oh, sorry, the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Swords. My apologies. Yeah, I feel like you have lived lives where you were persecuted. You may have chosen a life of service. There may be more than one life that we're talking about here, more than one previous life. You've been persecuted. You have had to go without. Things that you loved or wanted were taken away from you, physically taken away. I don't think it was just accepting a life of service. I think things were literally taken away from you. Right, now that's changing. You're crossing the bridge. The energy is right. You now get the comeback in the best possible way. It's like stuff now comes back to you that you deserve. So we have the Moon. Beautiful. Yeah, look at this cage here, down here. This is about freeing yourself from not just attitudes within you, but from past life perspectives as well. Yeah, 9 of Swords. Anything within you that says you can't have your current situation, the magic, right? So the magic and the energy around you, you are primed to manifest miracles, okay? Allow your wishes to be fulfilled. This is so clear. You are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. You are living life energy. You just see the beauty in life. Hold your desires absolutely uppermost. If you don't have a vision board, pile 3, I'd be doing one. Allow your wishes to be fulfilled. This is allowing yourself to have, and it can be anything and everything in your life. The energy is primed to give you back what you've gone without. The energy is primed to return to you things that were stolen from you. The energy is primed to give to you the things that you denied yourself in previous lives in order to hold a higher vibration. We could be talking many lives here. But this is now the time for you to literally own your own capacity for your wishes to be fulfilled. And I think they really, really genuinely can be. I mean, this is huge. This is, the energy here is primed for you. It is payback time in the best possible way. This is definitely a moment to let go of any shadow of a doubt within you. Can we please get an indication of the future, actually, maybe? You have the Moon again showing up. And we have, I think this is a lobster, but I always look at it, it looks to me like a scorpion, which is about transformation, rebirth. I'm seeing you move through the gates. And with these dogs here, I think loyalty is coming to mind for me. I think you have been loyal at a cost. Now, look at this, two of Cups. You can now have what your heart desires. You really can now have what your heart desires. Relinquish anything within you that says you can't. And you can have it fast. You've just got to keep that mindset really clear. Ace of Swords, that real clarity of thought. Yes, it's like the Judgment Day. This is the point of, you know, the announcement you can have. This is Judgment Day, and again, in the best possible way. Temperance, guided by angels. I love that. And we see the 2 cups again here. Yeah, this is your time. This is, I almost feel like I want to say this is your resurrection, your personal resurrection. Your past lives, you paid for things, you paid in all kinds of ways. I do think we're talking about a significant number of lives here, actually, interestingly enough. Look at the number of scrolls that are now discarded here. It's like you've paid, you've taken on karmic contracts in several lives, and now this is the time when you get to have the benefit of all of that service, which was within the context of historical times. I mean, look at the oldness of this building. You know, this is an old building. Pile 3, this is your reading. Keep us posted, because this really is about keeping your energy bright, holding that light which you have within you, and really allowing yourself to believe, because this is now the time when kind of metaphorically your ship or ships come in. Okay, so really hold fast for what you want. Let go of any element of self-doubt or those inner persecutory thoughts that say you can't have, because you really can. And I think this is moving forwards fast for you. So beautiful souls, I am sending you the biggest hug, and I kind of want to in advance give you congratulations. Keep us posted. Let us know in the comments how things emerge. Swift, we see the swiftness here. We have the motion of Mars. I think it's happening fast for you. You know, eight of Wands, this is one of the fastest cards in the pack. I mean, it's happening. Gorgeous energy, and so deserved from so many lifetimes. Pile 3, loving your reading, actually. Beautiful souls, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. All of these things really help to support the channel. If any of you guys want to be in my monthly prize draw, I'm kind of moving this year towards giving away physical products. I already give away a pack of oracle cards, and moon diaries and journals are also now being added to my monthly giveaway. But I'm going to be bringing forth some more physical products, some more cards, some more books. So I will be you know, over this year beginning to give those away each month. If you'd like to be in my monthly prize draw, it is a subscriber offer. You will need to add yourself to my subscriber email list, which is in the description below and in the comment that I post to. And once you're on that list, we do like a Google number thing to draw the names out of a hat, and I'm announce the winners here on YouTube. So my lovely souls, watch out for that and join if you would like to. You only have to join once, you don't have to do it every month. And Pile 3, I'm just blown away by your reading, I really am. It's an honour to read for you. If this is resonating and you'd like to, you know, catch other readings, I do hope you will join me for another reading really soon. I post readings several times a week, so yeah, keep a lookout for them as they arrive. Tons and tons and tons of love, Pile 3. This is fab, it just is.